Here. There's someone right over there we could have fun with. All right, welcome to Occupy Wall Street General Assembly, the good people of Madison, Wisconsin. I'm more than honored to be here. I'd like to tell you a little personal story. I would have never imagined a month ago that I would be here speaking to people like yourselves. I've been struggling like everybody else to look for work. I've come from a family that's been hit hard in the last 30 years, 20 years, 10 years, however far you want to count back. I'm a little new at this, so bear with me if I'm, learning on the job, so to speak. But when some friends reached out to me and said that they wanted to offer me their frequent flyer miles because they're unemployed, they're unable to use it, and they know this is something I'm passionate about, when I started looking at the map, I decided I want to go to cold cities so I can learn from you guys how we're going to get through this winter, right? Because if we can get through the winter, I'm telling you right now, the spring is going to be beautiful. The other part of what I wanted to do was to show support to cities that have lousy governments. And you guys got some work to do, but I have a lot of faith that you're going to be able to get the job done and bring some democracy back to your own capital.
Stuff to land it.
So, when it comes down to it, this is a larger conversation about our future. As cities, as municipalities, as states, as a nation. What type of future do we want to have? Do we want to be a country that has 1/6 of our children living in poverty while the wealthiest 1% has every advantage in the world and they only want more and more and more? We need to have this conversation as a society because it's what we postponed 3 years ago. We didn't want to have the conversation then. We wanted a quick fix. Our politicians said, if you just give us the money, you'll get something back later. You'll end up with a profit. And nah, not so much, So to me, the media likes to ask me, how does this end? And I don't want this to end. I like what we're doing right now. I want it to keep going. We've only started. We're only about a month into this. And the world has recognized. I don't know where you guys were last Saturday, but we were in Times Square, and you guys were standing with us. And people all over America are standing with us. We had 350,000 people in Spain standing with us. We had Italy, 200,000 people standing with us. They had Occupy Taipei. They had Occupy the Tundra. Did you see that one?
Yeah. One person,
yeah. Dogs. And it was a guy and his dogs, but his spirit was alive. And that's what we're here for. Because when it comes down to it, one side of the political conversation in this country likes to dominate the term values. And I don't like that. Because I have strong values too,
It's not a Christian value.
To me, the values that I hold dear are caring about my family, caring about my friends, making new friends, caring about them. To me, it's a matter of you can either have empathy or apathy. I want to be on the side that has empathy. Jesus stuff, it's important.
Right on!
It's important. So when it comes down to it, we're having this conversation about the future of our country, and they keep asking us, what are your demands? Okay? Now, here's my advice to everybody. Don't have demands, right? Instead, have your own personal story. Tell them what's wrong. Tell them what affected you to the point that you said, we need to stand firm now and not let them steal our future. So when they ask you about demands, tell them my first demand is to be recognized,
That's right.
My first demand is to be acknowledged. It's like the movie, I'm a human being, damn it, my life has value. Well, that's my demand. My life has value. And you're going to recognize that first, and then we're going to have a nice conversation where we're going to talk about the future of this country. And anybody who opposes that, anybody who stands against us, as we stand against the rapacious queen of Wall Street, you know what side their bread is buttered on. And you guys are from Wisconsin. I think you know a little bit about butter, But the real truth is that it's so obvious. It's just so obvious. When the media asks these questions, it's because they're deflecting from the obvious. I asked someone the other day, because my experiences with Occupy Wall Street maybe kind of changed my opinion on the Tea Party. I realized these guys are hurting too. They just maybe see it from a different direction from us. They have different bad guys that they blame. But the reality is they're hurting too, But on a larger conversation, we have to understand what the problems are in our government. I think we're all aware of the fact that if one wealthy person can bribe a governor, If one wealthy person just takes phone calls straight from him, and he has greater access than all the other citizens in this state, then you don't really have a democracy, do you? Right?
No.
Now, I want an open society. I don't want a closed society. I want an open society, one that has the same advantages for everybody. Not like you just got born into it, and then that was your right. No, our rights have to be equal. We have to fight for this economic justice. We have to fight for this social justice, because it matters. It's a big deal. And my advice to you guys is to have that love in your heart, bear witness, take care of one another. Jesus stuff. It's really easy when you get down to it. But hang in there, because I'm telling you right now, it might be a cold winter, but you got friends all over the place you have no idea about, that we care about you, that you care about us.
We can do it!
That we can do this, but we have to hold firm, because it's for the future. And I'm not going to let them steal my future. I'm not going to let them steal your future. And if it means that we got to, put one bad guy in the unemployment line so the rest of you guys can get decent jobs and have that American dream, then we got to do what we need to do to organize and take our future back. Because they say they want to take the country back, but I say they want to go back to the future. You know, they want to go back to 1955, or 1855, or 1755. I can't figure it out. I want to go forward. You know, I want a future where little kids get education, and, elderly people who worked hard their whole life, they get to retire. I don't want a future where you have to work until you die, and even then if you're lucky enough to find work. That's not my future. And if you guys stand, and we stand, and we all stand together, and we all hold strong, I think we can win. I really think that we have to win, because I don't think we have another option.
We're winning already, Jesse.
Anyway, in conclusion, I just wanted to let you all know what a personal honor and pleasure it is to be here with you. I honestly never would have imagined this, but you know what? It really thrills me to see the unity and the love and the compassion, and I'm telling you, they can't beat us. Not with all the money in the world, they can't beat us. So stand in there, stand strong, fight back, and recall this lousy governor. I have an email. You can ask me. Anybody here would like to get my personal information, I'm on Twitter at Jesse LaGreca. I write at Daily Post under the screen name Ministry of Truth. And, anybody wants to say hello or talk, I'm here for as long as I can be here. I'm here for you. You guys are here for me. So, anybody who needs to say hello or you can take a picture, whatever, dude. I love you guys. Whatever you need. If I can give it to you, I'll give it to you.